Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Psychic Connection. I am Squirrel. This is Destiny K's show, Love and Light. So Destiny is still out on assignment, but she should be back with us next week. Really excited for y'all to see these assignments. Still all hush hush, it's a secret. But I think you are going to love what everybody's doing right now. So welcome. We're doing things a little bit differently. If this is your first time or if you're coming back from a break, we are, instead of just saying hi love bug, we are going ahead and asking you to post your questions for us if you want to be put on the list. And we got a great team in the back making sure I will see all those questions and get everybody answered as quick as we can. So before we get started, while we wait for everybody to come on in, I'm going to share something a little personal with you, if you don't mind. We all go through some serious, hard times in our lives, trying to figure out who we are and allowing other people to tell us who we are. We all do it. We think we're supposed to. And I spent a really big chunk of my life being what other people thought I could be and not being my true authentic self. When I got a certain age, everybody was like, you can't wear your hair in braids. You're not supposed to be wearing butterflies. Why are you wearing a crown? You're too old for that. And the heartbreaking thing is, I believed them. And I went through a long time without being myself, without doing my psychic abilities, without showing the world that I am love and light and fun and happy with my crowns and my butterflies. And I found this amazing team called My Psychic Connection. Have another group of friends that are really good at it too. And my husband, my poor husband, he's probably like ready to smack me because he's like, I've been telling you this all along. Why didn't you listen to me? But the people at My Psychic Connection have taught me that I'm not too old to be beautiful. I am not too old to be silly. And I am not too old to be me. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody here for allowing me to be me and embracing me. And look, I got a new crown. It's got acorns. So, yeah, I'm going to try not to cry now, but I really wanted to share that with you all, to let all of you know, every single last one of you, that I am so grateful that you have allowed me into your lives as me, and I find you all just amazing. So with that emotional moment out of the way, I really just had to say that. We can go ahead and get started. It looks like we've got a lot of people here. Let me grab my tissue because I didn't think I would cry saying that. I thought, oh, Sharon's badass. Squirrel can do this, but I got some little tears going on, so let's get rid of those. All right. So, who do we have? Do we have any questions yet, you guys? I'm so excited to be here. Let's see. Audrey, thank you for being here and thank you for letting me be me. Audrey asks, am I making the right decision staying at work for my dad and his business? Excellent question. Sometimes it's so hard to know. Let's see what's going on here. Why are you there? And are you happy there? Whew, okay, this is a tough one because it's family related. And I know you love your dad, and I know that you want to do right by your dad. But I feel like you're thinking that there's so much more out there for you, that the universe is in your court right now, and you could be doing so much more, that this is not what you were designed to do. I'm feeling that there's more. And I've got also that you're really just not happy there. That I don't know if it's your dad, but the people that you have to work with are kind of rude, always putting you down. You should be the Ace of Swords upright in anything you do. And here you're feeling like the Ace of Swords in reverse, which means you've lost your voice. Audrey says he's good to me, but he's also very greedy. He could be doing more for me. And you could be doing more for yourself. And I don't really even think that I've got the two of coins here. If you're working somewhere, you should be paid for what you're doing, and it feels like you're having to scrape and scramble and figure things out. He's even riding a unicycle. You're trying to balance all kinds of ways, and it's not panning out. It's not panning out financially. It's not panning out emotionally. um I'm so sorry, Audrey, but I do not feel like this is the right path for you. I know that you love him, but it's time for you. You have grown so much. You have put your foot down. You have gotten. And Audrey said, yes, he keeps the big profit while I do a lot of the work. And that was a really, really good question. So many times we are not following our paths. She says, I do. I love being with him every day. And you don't want to disappoint him. And that's why we don't follow those paths. We're all born with a blueprint of how to be happy. That's what astrology is. And most of us don't even know what that blueprint is. And we survive. We're only surviving. We don't know how we can be happy, how we're supposed to love, how we're supposed to be working, all those things that are right there in that blueprint. And knowing is half the battle. But even knowing, we sometimes just have to take whatever we can just to survive financially, just to put food in the table. I've done it. And a lot of times we do things just because we do not want to disappoint, or because we believe the crap that people tell us. So, you guys, if you have to ask, is this the right path? It's not. And Audrey says, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And don't beat yourself up for that. We can't beat ourselves up when we don't know what our paths are to begin with, but everybody has that blueprint, every last one of us. And we all try to keep the other people in our lives happy. But sometimes, especially in a career, you have to do what's right for you. It's not selfish. I swear to God, it's not selfish. I hope that helped quite a few people in here. All right, everybody, we're going to keep this moving along. Who do we have next? What do we got going on here? And Audrey said it did. Thank you. Thank you, Audrey. Who else do we have? Nancy V. Hi, Nancy. She says, would I have husband back and kids? So let's see what's going on there. Your husband and your kids back. And I'm so sorry you have to be separated from them. I know that's tearing you to pieces. So let's see what can happen here for Nancy. All right. So what I'm seeing here is that you're, wow, this is a hard one, honey. The way you're feeling right now is almost dead inside, Nancy. She says she's stressed. It's like you're even afraid to dream. See how he's dreaming of that knight coming to do battle for him, or maybe that's even him. And you've even, you're at a point right now with that stress that even the dreams are hard to believe, and you really truly need to dream. Your heart is broken. And Nancy says yes, you are so brokenhearted right now, and it feels like nobody is listening to your side. Nobody is listening to what you have to say, like you don't even have a freaking voice. So one of the things that I highly recommend for you, I think that with these particular cards, you're going in, Nancy says correct, you're going in with emotion, and you need to have that emotion. You do need to feel this, but do your best to hold the emotion back and to speak clearly and without anger and without blame on yourself or them, and you will be heard better, because right now they're seeing it as emotionally unstable is what I'm getting. All right, Nancy, I hope that helped. And y'all, sometimes when we are that deep in emotion, that broken hearted, we do come across as emotionally unstable, and we're just trying to be heard because nobody's getting it. Nobody's understanding it. She says, yes, they are. I get it. I know. So when you're going to meet with them, when we're going to speak with these people, we have to hold back on that anger and that sorrow and speak our truth clearly and logically, and people can start to hear you more. Now, I think right now, sometimes, or when you first start, sometimes people just don't want to listen because they're in that I'm right and you're wrong. But if you can keep the anger and the emotion out of it, you'll be able to communicate. I'm so sorry, Nancy. So who do we have next? I hope that answer was able to reach some people who needed to hear it. So Matthew B. Hi, Matthew. Matthew says, hello there, miss. Hi. Will things get better for my situation soon? Just curious. Let's see, Matthew. What is going on? This is another one where you're just not being heard. It looks like you're communicating clearly. I got the King of Wands for you. So I feel that is a very strong yes, but you need to take some action. Matthew says a lot going on right now. I feel like you're just not being heard, but it's not about just talking. You actually need to put the ball in motion. It's like you see a vision, you see the vision, but you need to do more than just want it to happen. And I think that you've been holding back just a little bit. See, again, another vision. You've been holding back a little bit because you don't feel like you can be that, I don't want to say strong. What do I do though? All right, let's see if we can find something where you can do. I do see that you need to take action. Um, these are the 3 readings are only 2 minutes long, so it's really difficult to get the depth of information that's needed for something like this. But let's see if we can't find something real quick that you can take action on right away. Now there will be a donation link for longer readings. We've got the 3 minute, the 5 minute, and a couple others. But let me throw these cards and I'll tell you about those donation links right after. Well, crap. Ah, I am so sorry, Matthew. You need to turn to you right now. You need to really take some time to see what it is that you need to do. There is a donation link, and if you don't want to do it publicly, you can go to mypsychicconnection.com, where we have psychics 24 hours one-on-one that can go in depth and really get to the meat of this. And I would love to see you get some help. But for everybody here, we have the 3-minute readings, we've got the 5-minute readings, we've got the mini readings and the mega readings. Now, Destiny K, she's one hell of a medium, but I am not. So please don't press the medium button today, because I'm still learning and I don't want to practice here. I want to be good here. All right. So, Matthew, I really hope that you can find the help that you need. I wish I had more than 2 minutes with everybody here, because there's so much information that I can't get in that short of a time. But we also, like tonight, we have 2 more shows. We have Danielle Hart's at 8. And then we have Journey Ryan, and he's got a guest tonight at 10 p.m. And here, let me read the schedule to you all, because we got a lot going on. We've got a lot every week where we've got the live psychics right here on the show. Mondays, we start with Journey Ryan at 10 p.m. And then on Tuesdays, we got Destiny K and Elise Raven, and that's at 7 p.m., then 9 p.m., and this is all in Eastern Time. Wednesdays, we have Elise Raven again and Danielle Hartz at 8 p.m., and then 9 p.m. Then Thursdays, oh my gosh, this is like, I'm going to run out of voice. We got Destiny K at 7 p.m., Danielle Hartz at 8 p.m., and Journey Ryan at 10 p.m. And then on Friday, we have Squirrel and Friends, and I'm Squirrel, and I will have friends there with me, and we play games, we have fun, we make jokes, we make each other laugh a lot. We're pretty goofy on that one, but we are still answering questions, and you've got 4 psychics Friday night at a time to answer your questions, so it's pretty cool. So there's lots of opportunities to get your questions answered. So with that, who do we have next? Hello. Oh, Love Bug. I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, how are you doing? Love Bug says, can I know if I will get promoted or a job change? Thank you. I've been in my head a lot about changes. That makes sense with all these the transits going on, and that means where the planets are in the sky right now. Been a lot of tower moments, and that's all about changes. So it's waking us up to know what changes need to be made, opening our eyes to see what doesn't suit us anymore, and that's a big deal. So can you get promoted or get a job change? Oh, with this one, I honestly see that this job that you're in, you're just kind of feeling stuck in place. You're not getting paid what you're worth. They're taking advantage of you. They're using your generous nature, and that's not supposed to happen. I feel like you get called in on days off and don't get any kind of overtime. It's time to put a plan in motion. It's time to look outward and get paid what you're worth. I highly, highly recommend a job change. And yes, there is a job out there where, you will be large and in charge. And I see people begging you to work for them. They're like, I want that angel on my team. So start putting out resumes or applications because you are worth so, so, so much more than what you're being paid and treated right now. So that is what I see for you, hon, and good luck with that because you really are large and in charge and should be, yeah, they should be begging you to work for them. I like that. I like that. I don't like the way that you're being treated in your current job. All right. So thank you for that question, love bug, and keep us posted. Let us know how you do. Who do we have next? Keep this moving along so we can get this. Amy says, hi, Amy. Good to see you. She says, hi, squirrel. Hope you're fine. I am. I'm so happy. You guys just make me happy. She says, will I be making life-changing decisions next year? Ooh, big question. 2 minutes. So I'm going to tell you as much as I can because I feel that there will be more than one life-changing decision. Um, let's see what's going to go on. Another job change. Seriously, I really don't think that you feel like there's balance in your career situation. Um, I also feel that you are going to stop some either inner conflict or family conflict. Did I say conflict? Yes. That you've been struggling with. And she says, hi, squirrel. Glad to hear that. You're going to get the strength to stop this conflict. I do feel, I keep saying flacked. It's like, what language is that? I do feel that this would be more of an inner conflict, possibly self-confidence or self-worth. Um, and you are also going to, yeah, yeah, it's inner conflict because I've got the Seven of Swords here, and you are stealing from yourself by putting yourself down or telling you that you're not good enough. You're going to recognize that, and you're going to be around the people who help you feel that worth. That is a huge life-changing decision. Just have some faith. I do believe that the life-changing decisions that you make will not only be good for you, but the people around you. And I think it's amazing. It's going to be difficult, Amy. She says, yes, I'm in my thoughts. It's going to be difficult, but you are going to make it. Just have faith. There's some of those decisions are going to be rough. All right? You got this, Amy. All right. So who do we have next? What have we got here? Rebecca, hi. Rebecca says, hi, squirrel. My pup Baxter crossed the Rainbow Bridge today. Oh, Rebecca, I'm so sorry. We had a very hard time here today. I understand. I got my little Drusilla here right next to me, and I understand. She says, just want to know if he's okay. And you know I love your headbands. You're beautiful. Rebecca, you're going to make me cry. I love you. Let's check on Baxter. Okay, so we're seeing the crossing here. Go into that bridge. He's not going to leave you behind either. This is, he's sad. He's sad because he knows you're sad and you're his people, and he does not want you being heartbroken, but he understands that You have to be for now. I feel like he was hurting, like he felt a heavy weight on him, and he wants you to know that he does not have that heavy weight anymore. He's free. He's able to run around and play like a little puppy, like you were used to him being. He's able to hop and and do the things that made you laugh when he was a baby, and that he's going to be waiting for you. He's not going anywhere, and he is okay. This is the Knight of Cups. This is the most thoughtful, most beautiful card. And that love he always showed you when he'd come up and lick your tears, he's still doing that, Rebecca. She said, yes, he had cancer and was having bad seizures for the last 2 days. He's not feeling that anymore. He's hopping around. And he loves you. And he's licking those tears. You know it. I really hope that helped, Rebecca. It's so hard to move on when you got a question like that. But know that I'm thinking of you and I love you. So who do we have next? What have we got? There is some sorrow and some heaviness in this room tonight. And my daddy always said, this too shall pass. And sometimes Rebecca says, thank you for easing my heart. Aw. Sometimes when my daddy would say, this too shall pass, it would piss me off. Because sometimes that sorrow is all you have left of somebody, you know? I don't want to lose that. It's all I got. But then you work through it and you start remembering the fun times and the silly times and even the not so great times. And it does not ever pass completely, but that deep pain does. It does. And when you're right in it, you don't want it to, because you feel like you're betraying them, but you're not. Allow yourselves to feel it. And allow yourselves to come back to join the living. All right? So who do we have next? Brolic. Hi, Brolic. Brolic says, anything for me ahead with the career, please. Been feeling stagnant lately. Ooh, lots of career questions tonight. I think, let's see. Brolic, anything ahead with his career? He's been feeling stagnant. So, Brolic, I think it's more than just a little bit stagnant here. This is a really scary card. It's like, oh, you see that face in the window. It's almost like you don't even want to face the job that you have now. I don't even want to be there. So it's not what you signed up for. I feel like it's a specialized thing. But you're not being able to do what you went through the training for. It's not what you were told. There is definitely a place where you can do that training, where you can do what the work that makes you happy, and not the bullshit bureaucratic paperwork trash that it feels like you're doing now, or the thing that you're just like, ugh, I'm not happy with this. That's beyond stagnant. You're unhappy. He says, definitely not what I signed up for. So totally not. But there are jobs out there that can do what you signed up for, and they need you because you have that passion. You have that drive. This is something you love doing. You just need to be allowed to do it. Find another job. Yeah, start putting those resumes in. What is it with oh my gosh, lately? A lot of people, not just here, but I've been getting a great many career decisions because I mean, especially for somebody, gone through I don't even know how many years of college with one of those student loans going on and she's got the job of her dreams, but not able to do it because of all the bureaucratic BS. It's ridiculous. It's like there are jobs out there and we get stuck. We get stuck in the jobs we have because we're afraid of change. That's all of us. And we're afraid that it won't be what we expected, or that we won't be able to put that food on the table, the roof over our heads. But there is nothing stopping us from putting out those resumes. Not me, I think I'm exactly where I belong. Putting out our resumes, putting out our applications, putting out our feelers for a better world, because you do not have to be stuck in a place that you're unhappy. There is more out there, and it's waiting for y'all. So who do we have next? So moving along. This hours go so fast with you guys. Kara S. Hi, Kara. And Kara says, hi. Will I marry my current boyfriend? Let's find out. All right. No. Please don't. Please don't. He holds you down. He holds you back. He sucks the life out of you. If he doesn't do it now, he will. You are, oh my God, upright, the Queen of Wands. And we've seen her recently. She's vibrant, passionate, beautiful, just anything any man could want. Amazing, beautiful girl. And his got you in reverse. He holds you down. He makes you hide that light. Anybody makes you hide that light, you run. You do not need to be hiding that light. The world needs that light. He will lead to heartbreak and sorrow. I am so sorry, Kara. I know that you want this to work. He is so bad for you. He will hurt you. I almost never get the devil. He will hurt you. Is he beautiful? Oh yeah. Is he tempting? Mm-hmm. But he will hurt you. And I'm so sorry if this hurts you, but the level of pain that he could bring into your soul, run, honey. I love you. Good luck. Please don't marry this man. Okay, we got some strong, oh my gosh, questions here. So let me shake that one off. That was hard. Kara, please, oh God, please don't go there. You are a light that the world needs. So please don't let him treat you like crap. So who do we have next? I'm like dizzy from that one. Oh my God. Lori M. Lori asks, hello, hi. Will a job change everything for me since home life has been a priority? Please and thank you. Ooh, that's a big life change. That's a hard change to make. But sometimes it's what you need to give you that pep in your step and that self-worth. It's let's see what's going on here. For Lori, will a job change everything? I've got the Page of Swords, like, and this is somebody who's new to um, an exchange, like almost a student. I do feel that you would probably get some training in the job, and I feel like you would be best suited to a job of intellect. I don't see you in retail, or not that they're not intelligent. I worked retail for years, and I'm pretty much considered myself intelligent. But I see you doing something with documents and working with words and intelligence. I see that. It will definitely bring you a sense of self-worth. The Nine of Coins, this is one of the most amazing cards for a strong, independent. It is a woman in the card, but it can be a man too, because men need to feel that too. But in this case, this is strong, independent woman. You'll be feeling like you've got some self-worth, and you will be making friends. I don't know if you can see them. She's got a little bird in her hand, and that's going to be her friend. And Three of Cups, lots of friends. I feel like with the home life, you have felt kind of isolated. Lori says, I was a programmer 20 years ago. LOL. Well, you might need to brush up on that if you liked that. A little bit of brushing up, some courses or something in a field that uses that kind of intellect. I really don't think you'd be happy with anything less for the brain power. But I'm seeing that you've been feeling isolated, that you've been feeling like you're not part of society. So yes, this would be a great change for you. Absolutely. I think it would be great for your self-confidence as well. So good luck. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. All right, everybody, who do we have next? What have we got going on here? Haley. Hi, Haley. Haley says hello. How do you see that Josh feels about me? And thank you. Let's see what Josh feels about Haley. I like dying to know if you finished with all your tests too. I always think of you. Let's see. How does Josh feel about Haley? What did you do to piss Josh off? These are some pretty harsh, like, sorry, I'm like trying to figure out how to word this, because I find you just amazing and fun and glorious, but I don't think Josh feels the same. It's almost like you give him a headache, that he just doesn't want to be around you. It feels like if he is friendly to you, he's just being nice, but he doesn't want to be. And it's not that you're horrible, Haley. Please and please. It's just you two you rub him the wrong way. There is some way that you rub him the wrong way. And I think he just thinks that he's smarter than you and that you're not smart enough to be his friends, because there are a lot of swords. Haley, he ain't worth a damn. No, not towards you. Stay away from him. Wow, I am so sorry about that. I hope he wasn't somebody that you respect and like, because he's not returning that respect. You rub him the wrong way, honey. So Those are always so hard to read. I am so sorry. So what have we got going on next? Before we get to that, though, I'm going to say something. And I sparked on it earlier about, when I talked to you about who I was and who I've become, what other people think about us, it's all, who cares? And I know I'm a Leo. It's very hard for me not to care about what somebody thinks of me. But they don't pay your bills. They don't cook your food. They don't take care of you, and they don't matter. So if somebody doesn't like you, don't you dare change to make them like you. Be yourself, because there are people out there who will love you and appreciate you and respect you for just who you are. And the rest don't matter. Okay? And I know that sounds like cruel, but they don't. You'll forget about them in no time. So don't you dare change who you are for somebody who's just being ugly to you. All right? So now I can move on. Who do we have next? You guys in the back, thank you for putting up with me tonight. We got Danny L. And Danny says, hi from Australia. Hi, Australia and Danny. She says, my question is, will I reconnect with my mama? Good question. Let's find out. Not only will, but what can you do? Is there anything you can do to help make that happen? All right. So what I'm getting here is there's been a lot of emotional miscommunication that honestly sprang from you not being allowed to grow up. And I don't mean, how do I mean that? Or how do I say that? Where we all make mistakes and do stupid things when we're kids or teenagers, but you were constantly reminded of them. You were constantly put back into that situation and not being seen as evolving and growing and becoming the woman that you are. And so tempers were lost and things were said and it got very emotional, and there's been no real contact since this argument. I'm going to say have some patience. Have some patience. I got the Hanged Man here. And do what you can. I know it's hard to reach out first, but you're going to have to be the one to reach out first if you want this reconnection made. Be gentle. Do not take her. She's going to still have things to say that sound ugly and like an attack. If you can say, okay, she's hurting, I'm not going to respond with an attack. Okay, and I do see that this family can be reunited. That's you and her sitting and having tea and discussing your differences in a safe, happy environment, and you getting your mom back. Now, she's not going to be perfect and all fluffy bunnies and love. She's never been that way. But you will reconnect with her if you have patience and if you are gentle in the. I hope that helps, hon. I truly, truly hope that. That's a very difficult one because some harsh things were done. We've all been through those moments where those harsh words, and you don't know how you can repair this. And then when we try to reconnect, we get harsh words again. It's because people want to be heard. It's because Everybody wants their side to be understood. And sometimes it's hard to understand somebody else's side. It surely is. But the more we listen to each other and go past the accusations, the more we can communicate. And that 10 of Cups is a beautiful, beautiful communication card in this particular deck. So good luck. So who do we have next? No caller ID. Hi, no caller ID. So no caller ID asks, do you see anyone having feelings for me? I know that was like a really big pause, but that question really hurts my heart. I do believe that there is some healing that you need to go through to accept that anyone could have feelings for you. You are so much more beautiful than you're giving yourself credit for. You look in the mirror and you're not liking what you see, so you stop looking in the mirror. Look in the mirror and find things that are beautiful about you. And I don't just mean physically. There is so much beautiful about you. Every time you're in the room or I speak to you, I can feel you, and you are so sweet and beautiful. But I hate that you have to ask if anyone has feelings for you. I am going to say absolutely that you are fighting those feelings. He's right there. And he's like, here I am, here I am, here I am. But you are so doubtful of yourself, or feeling like you don't deserve it, that you're not seeing him. You can't, you don't even register that he's there. You do dream of that knight in shining armor. You do. And he's right there. And he's beautiful. And he's different than anybody else. So work on some self-love. Work on some self-acceptance so you can see him, because he's pretty phenomenal. And so are you. Okay? Mwah. All right. So let's see. We are going to move right along and all right. I'm going to try and do the whoop whoop, but my voice is dying on me, so I don't think I can hit the high note. So thank you. Thank you for your donation. We got a mini reading going on. And who is it? Cody Ray. Thank you, Cody, for supporting us at My Psychic Connection. We do really appreciate everybody here, but the donations do help us keep this show going so we can keep coming to you. So Cody Ray says, I called my husband today and he was kind of short with me. I know he is stressed, but is there a better way for me to communicate with him? Or am I doing something wrong? Let's find out. And if you don't mind, I would like to take a look into his head and then work on that better way to communicate. Okay? Let's see what was going on in his head when he was short with you. Like, seriously getting blisters on my middle pieces of my finger from shuffling. So I'm going to have to overhand shuffle for a second. Let's see. said, sure, examine it. I can't figure it out. All right, let's see what's going on. Aw. All right. So yes, 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 he is stressed. Had nothing to do with you, sweetheart. Well, yes, it did. I take that back. But you didn't do anything wrong, okay? I do feel like he is worried about finances, that he is struggling to make sure that everything is taken care of. This is the Page of Coins, and it feels like he's really beating himself up because he's at a certain stage in life where he feels like, man, this shit should be already taken care of. Why do I feel like I keep having to start over again? And it's really, really stressing him out today. It's like, I am sick of it feeling new and scrambling to do it and make it, I'm however many years old and I should be in charge of this already. Okay, that's stressing him hard to get today. And as a man, he's at that age where he was raised that men are supposed to take care of the family. They're the breadwinners. So it's really weighing heavy on him. He wants to take care of you. And he feels like he's being attacked from every side. It's like he gets one thing taken care of and another one crops up. And Jesus God, we got to fix this. And really, really, did that just break? I thought we just finished having to pay for shit. Okay, excuse my language. I'm like, I'm getting those cuss words coming through. That's not the only thing. He was really expecting you for some reason to be there. You are his shining star. You are his hope. Cody Ray says language is accurate. LOL. So he's missing you. He is missing you so hard. You are the one that keeps him above water. You are the one that keeps him from stressing out so hard. So this is not your fault that you are not there right now, but he's missing you terribly, and he needs that sense of that he gets when you're in his environment. He just wants you to come home and have a drink with him. She says, haha, Mr. Pisces. He wants you to come home and have a drink with him and be happy. I think that he is also terribly stressed because you are coming across as unhappy, and he wants to be your shining star as well. So it's a lot on his plate, wanting to make you happy, wanting to make you taken care of. And unfortunately, all that stress came out at you because you are the one that he loves the most. And sometimes it's the ones we love the most that the only ones we can snap at or be short with, because we know they'll still love us, right? But you need to know it's not your fault. He's just, this is the heaviest. And then this, him missing you and you not being there to make him laugh when he least expects it. He's needing that laughter. Okay? So, I still would like to do at how can you better communicate with him. Cody says that makes a lot of sense. Avoiding things because he knows you're stressing. I said she's stressing. Yeah, and what happens with that is, he's stressing, he knows you're stressing, and you start walking on eggshells. And then suddenly it's like, why aren't we talking? At all. It's not that you're mad at each other, but the longer that goes on where you're not talking, the more fear comes in, and the fear brings anger. So make sure to be talking to him about it, letting him know that, he's still allowed to make you laugh if you're stressing. He can make those jokes, he can make the best jokes. dark humor that anybody else would be like, oh, hell no, he didn't go there. And you'll be laughing your head off because you had the same thought. You guys are missing that right now, and you need it. It's something very, very important. It's part of what the relationship is. And I feel like you haven't been able to make those dark jokes for a while. That's one of the things you can do. Make one of those dark jokes with him that anybody else would say, oh, hell no, where he'll be like barking out laughing. You know what I mean? Those laughs that come right out of him like, bah! And everybody else is like, what the hell just happened? Right? She says, yes, we have those dark jokes together. None of them have happened for a while. And those jokes push the darkness away just enough for both of you to be able to breathe. And without that kind of interaction, both of you are getting covered in darkness and becoming afraid. So what happens when we get afraid? We get mad. We make shit up in our head about the other person that isn't true. So talk to each other and start by making that bark come out of him, because he just wasn't expecting to laugh when he was so stressed. You know what to do, Cody. All right? Let me see if there's anything else. I'm sorry, that just hit me. So, and that energy together. Oh my God. I bet you guys are just hysterical when you want to be. Yes, yes, yes. He feels like he's not allowed to talk to you, and you feel like you're not allowed to talk to him. And again, another page, almost like, how do you say? Excuse me. Like it's brand new communication between you because you don't even know how to talk to each other. Like, what just happened? I used to be able to tell him anything. He used to be able to tell me anything. What happened to where we feel like we're strangers all of a sudden? Address that. Address that. Sooner is better, and it will help heal the relationship. You're feeling like you've lost the stability in your relationship. Address that. It's because you've been both walking on eggshells and losing the humor. The humor is essential to your relationships. I feel that you even almost feel like, do I stay or do I go right now? And that you had to go somewhere else. I feel that he's terrified. He can feel that. He is a Pisces. He can feel you, even when you don't know what you're feeling, which makes it even worse. And you having had to travel, he's afraid that you're not going to come back. So, I know that you are dealing with a great deal right now, and that it's difficult for you to leave right now. But while you can, talk to him on the phone. Even if he's short with you, say, hey, baby, I know you're having a bad day. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. I really want to hear. You're a Gemini. You really want to hear. Okay? That sun, look at that. Look at that. Look at that strength and beauty and ooh, ooh, ooh. It can come back. This is why you married him, why you married each other. That cannot be perpetuated on a constant basis, but it can always be revived to refresh the relationship you have. And it needs an injection of humor and joy. And Cody says, I did feel like I wanted to escape. It's because you're not making each other shine. It's like, hi, how you ever watch the old Looney Tunes commercials with Roadrunner and Ralph? And like, how you doing, Ralph? Clocking in. How you doing, Roadrunner? Clocking in. You remember those little? Yeah, that's what you're doing. How you doing? How you doing? You're supposed to be friends. He's your best friend. You're his best friend. You are going to have to, it's going to be hard. It's going to be scary because when you get into that stagnation, you've got to be the one to initiate it. You have got to be the one. She says, you are so on point. Thank you so much. I love you, Squirrel. I love you too, Cody. You've been so brave this week. You can do this because this this is the one person in your life, not just the one. I know you have kids too, but this is the person in your life that is your responsibility, Cody. And you've been taking care of ungrateful people that are not your responsibility. You can do this and you can bring that sun back, that beauty, that warmth, that passion, that joy of being in each other's orbits. It starts with one conversation and one bark laugh. Okay? Hope that helps. I love you. I love you. I know you can do this. You need that joy. You need that laughter. And it looks like, how can that come in with everything that's going on? Through each other and through that dark ass humor that nobody else gets. Okay? I love you. And I do believe the show is over. I'm sorry for anybody that couldn't get read, but we are going to run right over to see Elise Raven. So we got to get going. So, no, Danielle Hartz. I'm so confused. Let's go see Danielle, y'all. Bye.